It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Thank you, guys. That seemed like a lot of fun. But right now, you know what? If you've only just tuning in, today is Fashion Revolution Day. It's a global initiative driving awareness around not just what we wear and where it comes from, but the carbon footprint left on the world by clothing manufacturers. Now, locally, Woolworths is leading the charge towards greener fashion. And here with us today are Ravan Naidu and also Lorraine from Nimwegen to chat about the re-sustainable denim range. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. This is really interesting. I love the fact that what you are doing. I had a little bit of a taste of how this whole thing worked, but I know that you'll unpack it for us. But Lorraine, I think first up, I mean, eco-fashion, it's in the news a lot lately as being a rising trend. And I think it's so cool for this generation nowadays to care about our planet so much.
Yes, definitely. Our young generation really want to look good, but interestingly, they also really care about the world and the environment that they live in. We found this really inspiring, so we have made it our mission to produce clothing that's not only cool, but also produced in the most sustainable and safe way.
Because you can now address two issues here, the fact that you can look really good and look after the planet at the same time.
Totally.
So, Raven, take us through the process of the producing of the eco-yarns, and what are some of the other factors as well that comes into play?
Look, to start, waste is only waste when we don't do anything about it, okay? Every day, hundreds of thousands of plastic bottles are dumped, and these end up in landfills and they pollute the land. So we as RE have looked at how we could instead utilize these plastic bottles in a viable, eco-friendly and as a renewable source of supply for raw material. The actual manufacturing process is rather complex, as you might have seen when you visited the plant. But to put it out simply, plastic bottles are collected from our recycling depots, from landfills and even the oceans. These are chopped up into tiny bits and then spun into a synthetic yarn. This yarn is then blended with regular cotton, and we use it to convert these into jeans or T-shirts. Yeah. They're soft, very washable, and extremely good quality. Yeah. So, with all of this said, the other important aspect that we need to consider is how much of water is being utilized by our factories and how much of chemicals are discharged into the atmosphere. By cutting down these emissions as well as reducing the amount of water we use, we can really impact on saving our planet. What we wear, after all, should not negatively impact on our planet itself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you've also introduced a kind of a planet-saving science in the RE range. What exactly is that?
Okay, so what we've done, because we're on this journey to become the most sustainable denim brand in the Southern Hemisphere, we've decided that whatever we put into our product should carry some elements of what we call our good business journey. Both our sustainable range of men's and ladies' denim utilize homegrown African cotton. So it's something that we're proud of. These are also produced using the latest in innovative wash technologies. So these use less water, less chemicals, and less energy when compared to conventional ways of processing. The chemicals we use are also eco-friendly. Further to that, if you look at the jean I'm wearing today, very proud of it, it's quite cool, as well as the top that Lorraine is wearing. Both of these are produced using a blend of African cotton as well as fibers from plastic bottles.
That is incredible, man.
The other super amazing fact about Lorraine's top is that the plastic bottles that we use to manufacture this garment come from South African landfills. So but directly here in South Africa.
Like you've said, I mean, you've explained it now. It is quite the process. There's a lot of science and thought behind it as well. I've seen it with, especially the Woolies bags, how it works from the bottles to the yarn, actually to the final bag. It is a process. But Lorraine, you look very fashionable. But do you think you're going to change people's perceptions about eco-fashion, providing with these really cool garments that's doing well for the environment?
Yeah, absolutely. If we all do our small part, globally it's going to make such a big impact. If we can produce clothing that's cool and sustainable at the same time, we make it so much easier for our customer, and we just really want people to join us on our journey.
That's it. Well, you guys are all stars. Thank you for taking the charge and making a change. Really appreciate it. Well, looking good while preserving our environment is only just the start of it. If each of us just do our part, the world could be a better place for not just us, but for generations to come. So next time, think about what you consume and what you consume, and consider what you wear and where it comes from. Right now, here's Graham with what's coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.